Hey, how's it going? So, I told you guys I wouldn't bug you. I wouldn't try and coach anybody. I wouldn't try and motivate more than anyone else would. But I just had a conversation with a very, very old friend of mine. And a lot of you probably are going to know who I'm talking about. But, anyways, it seems like he's given up. And I can't let that happen. He was an old eating buddy of mine and, well, everything else too. But, we once went to Burger King and I had these coupons that was buy three Whoppers and get one free. And they were completely empty. And so we walk in, we walk up to the guy behind the cash and just said, fill them. And he said, oh, so the order's to go. And we're like, no. And he goes, where are your friends? It's just us. And he goes, you guys are going to eat four Whoppers each. We're like, well, yeah. And at the time, we were both about maybe 165, 170 pounds. Like we were teenagers working out all the time. And guy goes, okay, if you eat these, I'll give you any size fries you want. We're like, fantastic, great. So he comes over to our table, not even 10 minutes later, and we're both on on our last burgers. And he goes, okay, so what size fries do you want? My buddy, with his mouth still full, large. So, like needless to say, my buddy and I don't have and have never had the greatest eating habits. The thing was, growing up, he could kick the exit signs in school, and I was wrestling every day, so whatever, training all the time, and we were young, didn't matter. So here we are, all these years later, and I can't let him do this. You know, I always believe that when it's your time to start something, you're going to start it on your own. I can't wait for him. We're at an age where if you don't start something now, you're going to die. And I'm not ready to let him go. It might sound too deep or whatever, but I can't do it. I can't. If I can do anything to stop this from happening, and you know what? People are going to look at this and say I'm blowing it up. I'm making too big of a deal. You're right. I might. He might not die. He might live till he's 100. But imagine if he could get into a routine, just a routine, nothing big, nothing special. We're at such unnatural weights for us that most of the weight's just gonna come off. It just is. I'm sorry. It's not the first. It's like the first 60 pounds are the easiest. It's true. You know it. Like, if you want to go high intense dieting, you're going to take it off quickly. If you want to do it more of a lifestyle instead of yo yoing back and forth, it'll take a little longer. But the first 60 are easy. Yeah, I don't want to lose him. So, I don't think I can give him a choice.